I started my transition at 28. I waited until a year, it's probably a year later, before I told my mom. And I did tell her on the phone because I was too afraid to tell her in person. And I had the most opportune time when I was in Vegas to tell my mom, because she was looking at me and she was like, "You don't look like my little boy anymore. You look like my little girl." Which I should have been like, "Well, Mom, there's..." But I hadn't seen her and I didn't want to ruin our time that we were having of fun. But I just kept my mouth shut and didn't address it until a later time. But I always grew up with trying to make my mom happy, with trying to do good, have good grades, the best I could do. I wasn't the best student up until like my high school here, when I really started to focus on my grades. And it's like my junior year, I had above a B average. I worked a full-time job. I paid for my things. I paid for my show choir and things like that I wanted to do as after-school activities. And it finally got to the point where it didn't seem like no matter what I did, she wasn't 100% happy. She always wants more, and to be more than what I am, I guess. Which I like that she's a pusher. But sometimes she just can't accept where I'm at right now. When I finally did tell her about my transition and who I was, she didn't understand it. She's not from here, she's from Vietnam. So she didn't understand the wording. And it wasn't until she likes her Vietnamese opera. So she was watching, or she was listening to this singer, and I forget the singer's name. I know it's Cat something. And she's also transgender. And in her opera, she was talking about her struggles, her life and what she went through. And one day my mom was listening to it, and she called me. She's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize how difficult your life was with everything." And she's like, "Now I understand a little bit more." She's like, "When you tell me, I really don't understand, but hearing it in Vietnamese and getting a better understanding of it that way," she's like, "now it makes more sense to me." But she's still my mom. She still has things that she's got to work out. In her mind, I'm still her little boy. When I'm with her, I am her daughter, but with the talking on the phone, it's just I'm still her boy. Which sucks in a way, but my mom's older, and I know one day she will come around. And when I'm with her, she doesn't even say anything about it, so she does accept it. She still fully doesn't understand, but she's trying. And actually, since I've transitioned, my mom and I have gotten really close. So I talk to my mom every single day. There's not a day that goes by that we don't talk about what's going on. It's kind of like we're friends more than mother-daughter. So it's actually really nice because I'm a big support for her. So whenever she needs anything or needs to vent, I'm the person that she'll call because she knows she can always count on me. And she always feels that as far as out of all of her siblings, or out of all of my siblings and her grandchildren, she doesn't feel like she has any grandkids except for a few, and she doesn't feel like she has any kids except for one. So because I'm the only person that makes the effort and that wants to and enjoys contacting my mom, and realize all the hard work that she's gone through to pretty much raise us and take care of us, and if it wasn't for her strength, everything that she went through, everything that she had to go through to make sure we had a good life. I don't know, I love my mother to death. And the sacrifices that she's done, it's amazing. And I don't regret anything that she's done in my life. Thank you. If you'd like to learn more about the stories or read some, or maybe be someone who would be interviewed, you can go to inourwordsproject.org. Thank you again.